David Aldridge. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 19-foot shot. Here's Holmgren. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Pass to Holiday for three. And the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hartenstein with it. Screen by Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander has that ability to adjust in midair, take the contact. That is nicely done.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
On offense, here are the Thunder. Dort misses. Here's White. From outside, off the mark.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Good. Holmgren's got his second basket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Brown. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander with the fadeaway. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Why, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Holiday. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
This, to me, is Derek. White's sweet spot. That mid-range game is on point.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. Tatum's shot is off. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Craig, seems like we always talk about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Rebound, Boston. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Tatum. There's the drive. And the basket is good. Tatum's got 10 points.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
Shot from the wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Offensive rebound, and Tatum stays with it.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Picked by Williams. Here's Caruso. Snatched up.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And finished off by Craig.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Here's Craig. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Pritchard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Craig can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Wiggins with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points for the game. Pass to Tatum. The shot, no good. Good D by Williams. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Caruso's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Here's Mitchell. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. They are stacked, DA, for sure.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
Dort misses. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
There's Tatum's range on display.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum, ready to catch it and score it immediately.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Shot to stop the run. Goes back up. Here's Hartenstein.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Over in the corner, White. Here's Holiday. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Following Jrue Holiday's three-point attempt. Dort buries the long-range jumper. And now just a three-point Celtic lead.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from three. That's a pretty-looking shot right there.
Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. That's tipped. It's stolen by Dort. From deep. Doesn't go for him. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And they pick up 2. Hartenstein's got 6 points.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Pass to Porzingis. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Dort. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's stolen by Dort. Floats it up for Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside, White. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 5.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doors, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Williams gets the bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Tatum no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
That one good for 2. Holmgren's got 6.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Thunder trailing by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Now, here's Brown. This ball murdered by Boston. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So both teams making some changes here.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for them.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 16 points for him. To the wing right side. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Williams. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaylen Brown. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Over in the corner, Caruso. Outside, Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 7 points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out. What an effort by Lou Dort in transition. Gets up the floor, makes himself the best option.
A terrific move by Holiday to score. 7 points in the game. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
And that one, good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. It's the Celtics leading by a point. We'll take it.
51.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 1-point game. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And the Thunder making a change here. Outside Tatum. Holiday trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Wallace outside. A 3-ball. And Boston with the rebound. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's White. Takes it off the glass.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's White. Here's Porzingis. Misses the baby hook. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Oklahoma City trailer. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Pass to Mitchell. Shakes him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Holiday. That free throw missing.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Screen by Porzingis. The 3. Rebound by Williams. And so here is Oklahoma City. Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. And Holiday, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
And the Thunder with some changes.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Traps in the tray.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
On the wing, Williams. Here's Dort. He's off on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Dort with the nice move. Dort's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
That's a big-time bucket. Lou Dort has unshakable confidence.
Back to Tatum. Out to White. 3-pointer. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Takes the 3. White, good. White's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Celtics.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
1:29 left to play in the final quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
On the wing, Holiday. Offline with his 3. And so here is Oklahoma City. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. The rebound by Holiday. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Tatum. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. My goodness, Lou Dort in the clutch. We see you, young sir.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Knocks it loose. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to White. No good from outside. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And here's Holiday. Down low. Porzingis. That one doesn't drop. Outside Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got the first basket here in overtime for the Thunder. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And Tatum takes the hit and still converts.
I'll tell you, that defense was on point. But how about the better offense of Jason Tatum on his way to the cup?
Holmgren wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's White. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. pass to Tatum. From downtown, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's the first, and that ties the game up.
What's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness. Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Mr. Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance effort. Hartenstein laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Back to White. Stolen by Dort. Knocked loose. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Back to White. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Tatum. Into the lane. Tatum. It counts.
Unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on White.
The quiet confidence, the ruthless execution. You need a big-time bucket. Shai is on time.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll return. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot from the low post is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points. Celtics trailed by 4. Here's Brown. White, wide open. He drills the three-pointer. White's got 19 points.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one is on Holiday. And the first one drops.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
And both free throws good for White.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Outside, Dort. Nobody near Williams. Knocks down the three ball. And the Thunder lead by 3.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And Derek White picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane. Back to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Jason Tatum under duress of the shot clock. Big moment, no problem.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Tatum. Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. It's good.
A fearless shot there by Holiday. With the whole team counting on him, he is able to come through.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Williams for 3. He's off from 3. Here's Brown. Good!
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. Guys, your thoughts?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
So we see Boston get the win here. A double overtime game can really take a toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris